7, 8 p.m., right in that range.
Okay.
And then the in-bay doors that run 24 hours, the doors are closed, so it does muffle most of the noise that come from the blowers.
Okay.
So because that is a concern that we've actually seen noise studies where that concern is true. The last car wash, they had to change the vacuums or the dryers, remember? They went to a different style.
Right.
So I would
There's
think
different types of them, yeah.
So under that situation, where we have proof that that noise could be violated after our noise ordinance could be violated at certain hours, I would say it would almost be appropriate to work his stipulation that he puts on the wash, that tunnel will only run like 7 to 8 or something. That way we know that it will fall in compliance with,
Great.
instead of requiring a noise study.
The applicant is in agreement with that.
We can expand that note to differentiate between the two
Between the
hours.
two.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the two types.
Oh, and Mr.
Along those
Zuckerberg.
lines, is there any data available on, you have multiple ones of these, on the decibels that are generated, even though there's some muffling? I don't know, is there any data available? I don't know if there is or not already, that that would be helpful, I guess, to kind of allay any concerns. I don't know. That might be helpful when you come back if there's any information. I don't know if you've ever done sound studies on any of the other ones.
We've never gone decibels. We usually just go horsepower.
Horsepower. Okay.
But, I mean, if you ever visited, our closest one's probably the Tuscan Village.
Uh-huh.
This is basically going to mirror that.
Mhm.
So if you're interested in the sound and want to hear it, you can come,
Mhm.
later in the night when we have the doors closed and
Yep.
hear a car go through. It's,
Okay.
I'm not going to say it's quiet, but it's not
Yeah.
overly obnoxious.
No, I get it. Yeah, just trying to kind of make sure that we understand it at least. So it looks like I'll be making a trip over to Tuscan Village. I'm going to be over there later in July, so I'll check it out when I'm over
Very
there.
nice.
It also looks like your vacuum system isn't individual vacuums. You have one centralized equipment. Is that what I'm seeing here?
Yeah, exactly, where the pad equipment is, right?
Yeah.
And then the hose and boom is at the stall, if you will.
Yeah. What do you enclose that in? Just a regular fence, or?
Yeah, there's a detail on one of our pages here, but yeah, it's got a solid enclosure. There's one detail that's our dumpster pad, and then there's another detail that's on C10 of 20. 6 feet high and it's solid.
8-foot fence, it says.
I just bring that up because I know on the last one, the vacuums were a big issue with when they did the noise study with it complying with our town ordinance. So is your intent those vacuums are going to run 24/7? Or those shut off at?
They'll shut off when the tunnel closes.
Okay.
So maybe add that stipulation into that. The vacuums will operate in the same hours. Just stealing past reference, Mr.
Still on the
Vedri.
vacuums, if it's a centralized unit, it's pretty well muffled, right? Oh, that's right, horsepower.
It's horsepower, yeah.
So, the site, we're probably going to do a different type of such a vacuum that we have at our other site. My understanding with the ones we're going with here, it is basically powered off the amount of usage it's getting. So while it's not running, it's a
Like
pretty
an
silent
inverter,
unit,
like an
and then it
inverter
kind of
generator.
ramps up as people pull the nozzle off and, draws more horsepower.
Okay.
So it'll be loudest during peak hours for, what it is for a regular vacuum, but in the quieter hours, it'll be much quieter.
Okay, that's good to know. Thank you.
Who else got something? Mr. Crowley.
Well, this one's on another application that was in a 100-year floodplain, we got a little bit of discussion about filling in the 100-year floodplain. Right now you got the Burger King site out there. Is any of this going to be fill? Looks like in your northwest corner, above what's out there now, or are you just essentially regrading what you got?
It's essentially regrading what's out there. So the grades out there are anywhere from 173 to maybe 171 on the corner, and our proposal is, our swale on that west side is 170, and then our kind of edge of where the floodplain is 173. So we're, moving the grades, if you will, but we're not adding, 5 feet of fill or anything like that.
Okay, so you're not cutting down storage capacity?
No, I think what you're talking about is there are some projects which have to fill the flood zone to a significant degree, and then there's an issue or potential issue with loss of flood zone storage. This, I don't think, is that project because we're essentially manipulating the grades there, but we're not adding significant amounts of fill or anything like that.
Well, I think like some towns require compensatory.
Compensatory storage, yep.
Yeah.
Yep, some towns do.
So, no, I guess, like I say, I just, when I looked at this, my biggest deal was bypass, circulation on it. And you can't do much about a level of service F driveway, no matter what you do. We can't even discourage left-hand turns out.
Well, no, I've said before, you can have them put up a sign. It's just not enforceable.
Non-enforceable.
Right.
So it seems foolish to put up a sign at a driveway saying no left-hand turn, and
Yeah.
the first couple people you see make a left-hand turn are gonna,
Well, we've seen various attempts at discouraging left-hand turns on, I think of the T-bones already.
Yeah.
And we
This is
tried it
already-
on a public right-of-way that had various levels of success.
Yeah, once again, we're into a DOT roadway that,
Yeah.
as we've witnessed through the years, no matter what we say,
Well, DOT has that particular section by T-bones, I guess. They went with it. And it doesn't look like entering the site doesn't seem to be a problem if you're right turn in.
Or left turn,
Or
really,
a
with
left
the,
turn.
with the
Yeah,
two-way
you
left
gotta
turn lane out there.
designate- Yeah, you got a suicide lane in the middle of it.
Two-way left turn lane.
Yeah,
That's politically correct, I suppose.
you good for right now?
yeah, I don't know. Just generally, the other thing I would bring up would be sidewalks, but I don't know. I don't see any proposed out here.
Going from where to where?
Well, that's the deal. Is we never have an alternative.
Well, we'd love to have
Sidewalk.
sidewalks going to Benson's, right? Yeah, along Central Street.
And someday, maybe the Board of Selectmen will
On the
create a
other
fund
side.
that we can actually collect funds for to do that.
Yeah, we got to talk to the Board of Selectmen
I
on that
believe the
one,
sidewalk
guess.
on the other side of the street.
On the other
would be more
side, yeah.
Appropriate.
Right.
Sidewalk man has spoken.
No, I don't know. Get enough sidewalks to nowhere, someday you'll get them going somewhere.
Mr. Vanderveen, you had your hand up.
Yeah, I did, but I'm just, there's busy streets all over the place, and when people exit businesses, they have to decide whether they're going to turn left or they're going to turn right. And it's got to be. I know this is a tough one. There is a turning lane in the center, which if you know how to use those, you can turn left.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've taken my life in my own hands many times there.
No,
When I want to take a left out of Soapy's, That's what I'm hitting. I'm hitting that, I'm landing in that turning lane, and then I'm taking off from there.
Yep. That's
I
what
don't
it's
know,
for.
you know, I think the mandated left turn, mandated right turn out of a
You can't do
parking lot systems that we've tried to put in have pretty much failed. in every
It's a fail.
Yep. Yep.
Done.
Before I look back this way, Mr. Crowley.
Well, there's only two of us over here. We got to keep up with the three over there.
No, we don't.
You have other sites that you operate to?
Yes, sir.
As I see there's no architectural plans or could you, next meeting, could you supply some kind of a picture or whatever?
We do have,
They are
I
in
don't know if
there.
you saw them or
It's
not.
already in there.
There's some right on
I
the
didn't
back
see
side.
it.
Looks like a car
Last
wash.
sheet?
Oh, okay.
Very last
Way
one.
in the
I hope it's going to dress up that area of the town.
No, I just didn't want it to be a fluorescent orange and,
If you go to our custom village site, it'll be a mirror image of that.
Of that one, the architecture?
It's a nice looking.
I'm going to get my car washed at Tuxedo Village.
I stand corrected.
I need both.
All right.
Oh,
So you
just-
still need to, we still need to see the peer reviews and everything.
Yep, working on those right now. Yep.
We've had one round of traffic, excuse me, but we'll issue another response, or issue a response back to them.
Any board member have any other tidbits since they're,
The motion to continue would be appropriate at this point.
so, when do we think we'll have all those peer reviews completed?
Well, that would be up to the applicant because they're,
Yeah, we expect to issue our letter back to them this week.
So 4 weeks?
Yeah,
You
it depends.
should-
I mean,
6 weeks.
Because you get,
What's their re-review?
Yeah,
time?
how long does it take them to,
That's,
it goes in a queue, so it honestly can,
It can
it can vary. Yeah. Typically, it's about 3 weeks.
So,
4 weeks?
4 weeks, yeah, 4 weeks. What's 4 weeks?
but then 4 weeks, you probably don't have enough time to submit it to the board before you get to the hearing.
Yeah, because it has to be submitted to us 2 weeks prior to.
Oh, yeah, so that would work.
Which is why I said. The chair not recognized you, so assist your conversation.
So what does that give us for options, Brooke?
At the end of August?
Yeah, because we have a meeting August 12th or 26th, so
And usually we cancel one of
we
those.
usually do, yeah.
12th.
Can we try the 12th? And if the timing didn't work, that we couldn't, we would request a deferral?
Referral?
Well, that's the meeting we typically cancel for our summer
We
vacation.
typically cancel,
Mine too.
it's the last.
Okay.
Oh, it's not much of a vacation, though, is it?
It's the first one, because usually it falls on Old Home Days.
Well, if it does fall that week, yeah.
But I mean, so
It
typically
doesn't.
it does, so we typically can't.
Oh, we've done it both ways, so it's,
good
The
heavens.
vacation is good.
I don't actually, but thank you.
Terrible.
He's going to need one. He's going to need one after Old Home Days.
Yeah, right.
Mr. Crowley.
since we all essentially get free passes to the Old Home Week, then we could probably not have a quorum here because everybody would be there.
Oh,
You're all
dear.
volunteering, right?
Yeah.
And you're going to
Back
be
to
the
the
dunk
poor
tank, right?
applicant who wants to.
All right, there we go.
Yeah,
So you
Old
want- you
Home
want-
Days is 13th, 14th, 15th, 16th, right?
No, it's the weekend before that.
6th, 7th, 8th, and 9th. Which one would you like?
Whatever one you guys are going to be here for.
Oh, come on.
We want to see you guys. next
Pick the other one.
Probably not the 12th, then.
The 26th.
If you're not having the meeting on the 12th, then it has to be the other one, so.
It's probably safe to do that one. I mean,
It's probably safer on your
Everything
side.
worked out.
Yeah,
You should have everything worked out. You won't be looking for a deferral.
right.
Yeah. You're
Which will then just really irritate all of us because we couldn't take our time off.
No, it's irritate them because they have to
So
print
what's the
everything.
date now?
26?
26?
26th?
Only if someone makes a motion for it.
Mr. Chair,
Mr. Ellery.
I move to continue the site plan application for the Hudson Car Wash SP 0426 map 176, lot 029, 224 Central Street, Hudson, New Hampshire, to date certain August 26, 2026.
Do we have a second? Seconded by Mr. Crowley. Any discussion on the motion? Seeing none, all in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries 6-0.
Appreciate the board's time tonight. Thanks so much.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you.
So our next item is,
Just like that.
under other,
Yeah.
you got in your handout today a possible addition to or change to the rules and procedures. Mr. Ellery?
Yeah, question on line 296 and 297 on page 9. What is a direct interest?
What was that, 297?
297.
That would be subparagraph 6, page 9. 296, 297.
Okay.
I was just looking to see if it was in there. What's over?
I mention that because we've had that question come up with individuals who have wanted to make comments that are tangential to the issue.
What's the question?
What is a direct interest? Public input is reserved exclusively for persons with a direct interest in the matter before the board. What is a direct interest? I know what it is. You know what you think it is. You know what you think, et cetera, but
It's not defined.
And then how you
it's not defined.
determine. You assume if they're talking, they have an interest.
Yeah. I mean, if you read the whole statement, if it's declared a regional impact, input is intended for designated government bodies declared. So you'd almost think that it would have to be a resident of Hudson. But how does the RSA word it? I don't know.
I don't know.
I thought it was just trying to differentiate between
Regional-
persons and groups
Regional impacts, right?
or communities.
Bob, you got a computer. Google this.
It's a direct
Yeah,
input.
the part of that that's also kind of a little bit confusing for me is, if you read it the way it's written, when it talks about regional impact, it's, input is intended for the designated, it's like it's only, I think I would be, input is also intended for the designated bodies, governing bodies declared, like, if it was regional impact, it'd be like Nashua.
Right, but it's not residents of Nashua, it's just the government bodies.
Right,
of
governing
Nashua.
body of Nashua, but that would be in addition to, any public input would be in addition to folks having a direct interest here in Hudson. It would also include those governing bodies. That's why I think maybe an also needs to go in there.
Yeah, because isn't it different with the ZBA? It's not just anybody in town can come testify at a ZBA meeting?
I think they have to be affected by
Yeah, because I know
the direct impact.
once I was going to go
There's the
speak.
people who live across town who's coming for public input here and at zoning.
Yeah, I don't think I think there is a restriction in zoning. Oh, well, I guess we'll have to look that up.
Yeah.
Because I'm not going to sit here and go through this book while we're on TV.
And it doesn't,
People live across town and they do public input all the time.
Yeah, for some reason I believe it's actually,
Well, think about what happened with Target. There were people all over town that,
well, I know, but I'm talking about ZBA. I think
Oh,
they
ZBA,
work
okay.
under different rules. So, yeah, I'd say we're going to review that one, huh? Because either that or we figure out what it's supposed to mean and define it.
With Target, we had, companies coming in for public input. And they were basically there for their own business interests, lawyers and all sorts of people.
And state
Yeah.
representatives are in the government, too.
well, but that was because of the regional impact it had.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true. But I was more referring to people that had a financial
Yeah, the
interest.
contractors, though, that's, yeah.
Mr. Chair.
What's wrong?
Thank you for asking about what the law says. 673.14 talks about conflict of interest, and there it modifies direct by using the term direct personal or pecuniary interest in the outcome. So it seems that direct interest would be would have a personal or pecuniary impact. But it just seems to me that if we define what direct interest is, we're going to eliminate some of the stuff that was already talked about that I don't like. And as we know, I don't like has no standing whatsoever under the law.
But I think before we define something, maybe we should actually, because I know there is a section in there, it's not considered public input, I believe it's actually called public testimony, to make sure we have
This needs to match that.
we should match that at a minimum. Match the RSA.
Well, the RSA is not, according to this research, which is law judistica, is not explicitly defined in RSA 676.
I know I've read it somewhere, because that's the only reason I remember.
Here, do a little digging.
It's a great question, and I think it should be addressed, but I would appreciate a little extra time to review that.
Yeah. I'm trying to avoid
Yeah.
something down the line.
It is unclear.
And if I remember correctly, when we rewrote these the first time, it was right after Target, so. So we may have had a different intent if you don't touch the property or something at that point in time.
Well, abutters have a right
Right.
by law.
I'm not disagreeing with it. All right, so what else you got?
Oh, that was my key.
That was it?
The rest of it, I kind of like.
Mr. Henry?
On item 3 that was in our little order here,
Yep.
What section?
I guess my only question is, when we went through COVID, we had board members that were not physically present at meetings.
The difference there was actually a government order that allowed it.
Right.
Right.
So currently, and I'm not an attorney, currently in the RSA, there is one kind of like loophole under 91A, where if the board chooses to, they can do remote
By board-
participation.
By board decision, like it was.
But the board has to render that decision, it has to become part of its rules and procedures.
151.
So,
9.
the question was asked not too long
151?
ago
151.
of a board member who wanted to know what the procedure was. And chose not to take that route because it takes a lot to go through with any of the Board of Selectmen. So, I mean, when we were talking about it, it was like, maybe we just define that now. It's clean, it's clear, it's part of, if you become elected to this board, you know what you're getting into.
Sure. And you
Okay,
just
so all
described
that's
the
going in there.
Yeah, right.
process for the alternative, should it be required.
Correct.
Okay, I'm good.
And if this board chooses to change that procedure, but this is just kind of an indication. Mr. Crowley, you asked a question?
I already answered it for you.
finally found, yeah, I go to line
Line
150.
151 is where this
Where
belongs.
that
That paragraph
red's
3.
being
In the
added,
meeting,
but,
yeah, in the meeting.
let's say, you go to the second line down, participate in discussions, make motions, vote, or otherwise conduct board business. Is conducting board business, sending attachment L to the town planner, anticipation
The
of
only time
future.
it's considered town board business is with a quorum of this board and a decision of this board.
So we could write,
Mr. Oliver is going to correct me apparently.
yeah,
Just, that would also, it would seem to me, it would also mean making comments on a site walk.
Well, because that's designated as a meeting.
That's a
Right.
board,
Yeah.
that's a board activity.
Right, a quorum of this board is a board activity.
Okay, well, if you can pick on me, I can pick on you.
Yeah, but you failed.
Yeah, that wasn't real successful.
You didn't come back to me stronger. So no, you as a planning board member sending questions to the town planner to go to the applicant, that's not an action of the board.
okay,
Yeah.
just, I can't say thou shall do this or that.
Correct.
I could say, gee, I have a concern about this or
Right.
that.
Right. But you don't have the authority to mandate to require them to do anything.
Comment to your heart's extent.
And I will admit that when I didn't see any responses to presentations, it makes me wonder if I should even bother writing some of this stuff. The whole reason I did it is because I thought, well, there's possible changes, and I can get long-winded and rather picky, I guess. But I just thought I was helping everybody.
Nothing wrong with that.
Well, one thing, we appreciate that. If the applicant chooses not to respond to it, then you've
Yeah,
done your due
that's-
diligence.
Right.
Hurts the ego is all I can say.
So does anybody have an issue with that red line being added into this?
No.
Before we go to
No.
the reading? And we will research the actual public input section to find out.
Correct.
Because I don't think we want to have to add a definition, because then we're going to have to do that in our land use regulations. So maybe changing your terminology is better than adding definitions.
Yeah. Unless you want to change law, and if, we could always do that in November.
Right. So,
And like Mr. Van Veen's question, COVID, the governor can overrule our rules of procedure anytime he or she wants to.
Well,
Within reason.
yes, because this board is operating as an executive operation, like the select board is part of the executive branch. And all towns,
the simple answer is yes. If the governor wanted us to do it, we're going
Yeah,
to
right.
do it.
Yeah, put it in writing and submit it, I guess.
I like that answer. Yes.
All right.
lean that way.
That is the end of our agenda. Seeking a motion to adjourn. Oh, come on.
Make a
Not
motion.
that much fun, are we?
Yeah, they're finally,
Motion by Mr. Vanderveen. Do we have a
I'll
second?
second it.
Seconded by Mr. Crowley. Any further discussion? Seeing none, all in favor signify by saying aye.
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 Opposed, and we are out at
Right.
9:28.
Oh.